Okay. I'm so excited for this.
Me too.
Okay, how are you? How's your day been?
I'm good. My day's been good. I just kind of like woke up, got ready, had some coffee. Actually, my coffee is like sitting out there right now.
Yeah, I've got a 2 right here.
Yes, I love that. How are you? How was your morning? I know you had
Yeah,
a
I'm
coaching
good. I
call.
had client calls today, which was
Hmm.
really fun. And
Nice.
yeah, it's good. Okay, so let's get into it. Should we just dive in or should we do an intro? A little intro?
Yeah, we can do a little intro. So,
Okay.
do you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm Shannon. I am a confidence coach. I help girls with whatever they're struggling with, and I love to just kind of see where they're at, see where they want to be, and then find what that block or limiting belief or what is actually stopping them from getting to where they want to
Mm,
be, and then just kind of bust that and then help
yes.
them get to do what they want to do, because
Yes.
why not?
I love
So yeah,
that.
I love helping girls with confidence, self-love, getting to where they want to go, their goals, everything like that. It is literally my obsession.
Awesome.
Yeah,
My obsession is yoga. I'm actually in school right now to be a social worker, so helping others is,
love that.
yeah, definitely something that we both can connect with. Yoga has completely changed my life. I started yoga about 2 years ago now, but I didn't really get into that full obsession until about a year ago, and that's why I started my yoga Instagram just so that I can have the guidance to let other people feel the same way that I do about yoga.
Yeah, and your Instagram is so good. I love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Um, yeah. Also, guys, if we've got some questions already that we're going to
Yes.
answer, but if you want to comment any questions that you have, that you want
Yes.
advice on anything, feel free to just comment them in the live, and we can try to get to them. That our first question that we got from Alison was,
Mm.
how do you fill your own cup slash love yourself, take care of yourself? Yeah, because that's so important.
Yes,
Do you want
for
to go first?
sure. Yeah, sure. I'll go first. So there's like a lot of ways that I do this, and I feel like I didn't really know how to do this until like the last like couple months. Like I feel like it's always talked about and like self-care, and I just like I don't know. It never really dawned on me that like the ways that I can fill my own cup are so simple and like so quick, and I don't have to just like sit there and meditate for like an hour to like do self-care.
Yeah.
Um so some of the ways that I do that is breathing exercises, for sure, definitely. Like breathing exercises are one of the main things that I do to either calm myself down or kind of get into the right mindset before I have to go and help others. Even before like my yoga videos, I do breathing exercises, and then I can go on and then I can just be there and be present.
That is so
Um,
interesting. I really want to learn
yeah.
about breath work, because I get a bit nervous too before my calls and stuff. But
Hmm.
I really think that I know some people who just like know so much about breath work and say it's so good. So that is something that is on my list to learn about.
Yes.
But kind of like simply, can you just explain what it is, how you do it, if you're like a beginner like me?
Yeah, so I actually am still a beginner myself, so I don't know too much about it, but I know there's like a couple breathing exercises that we do like throughout yoga classes or like in a meditation, and it's really just like different ways to breathe to get something out of it, basically. So like ujjayi breathing is breathing in through your nose and then constricting the throat and breathing out through your nose, so it sounds kind of like an ocean. So it's like that.
I'm
And
learning.
yeah, exactly. And it's like super easy, and you can do it anywhere, which is why I love using breathing to like calm myself. Um, But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's one of them. I have, like I made them. Another one is like 5 count breathing, which I'm actually making a YouTube video about. It's like breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, like up and down your fingers. And then, yeah, it's really just like a way to calm my nervous system. That's what I use it for. I
Yeah.
know a lot of people have like other benefits that they can find within that. But yeah.
Yeah, because it's so true. Like breath work is so interesting because when you're excited, your breath changes. When you're scared, your breath changes. When you're relaxed, your
Mm-hmm.
breath changes. So like if you can change your breath, then you can start to kind of cultivate the emotions that you want to feel, which is why I just think I would
Yes.
love to learn more about breath work because it is
Yeah.
just linked to how you feel.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that because I know Allison came out with like a podcast about panic attacks, and one of
Oh,
like
I
the
need to listen
main,
to that one.
yeah, it was so good. One of the main ways that I cope with panic attacks is breathing because like my breathing gets so out of control and like you don't even realize it because it's just like second nature. Like you just start hyperventilating,
Yeah.
or even like at the gym, you just start like breathing really fast, and if you just like take a second and like calm your nerves, calm your breath, everything changes. So it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, even having that awareness of like, what is my breath doing right now? And
Yes,
kind of just trying to focus on it and
for sure.
kind of slow it down.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's so interesting. What else do you do to kind of fill your own cup and take care of yourself?
Whenever I'm like home, because obviously I can't do much out, but like when I'm home, if I'm like feeling off or like not feeling great about myself, I just like stop everything I'm doing and I shower. I
Yeah,
kind of
I
use
love
it
that.
as like an energetic release, kind of just like showering off all the negativity, like cleaning my body. And I mean, like, who doesn't feel good after a shower? So
Yeah.
I shower and then sometimes I will get myself ready. Sometimes I will just like do a face mask and like have a cup of tea, take some selfies, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Just like
Yeah.
make myself feel good, fill my own cup.
Yeah, and that whole shower thing is so funny that you say that because I take my showers in the dark. Like all my friends think I'm really strange, but when I go into my shower, like I have the bathroom light off. I usually have my shower at night, so it's like pretty much pitch black in the room, but my eyes adjust so I can see like where my
Right.
shower gel is, where the like tap is. And I love having showers in the dark. And if I want to like do that extra step, I'll put on some like nice chill music and I will just literally just like imagine every like the day just kind of being washed off me, and it
Yes,
just feels so
exactly.
like refreshing. And I just like, or sometimes I like it to just be quiet and I will just shower in the dark because it kind of just makes this like experience of my shower. um
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
yeah,
I should
have
shower
you
in the
tried
dark.
that? Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
I should
Honestly, it's like
definitely.
a tiny change, but it makes my shower experience like so much more zen. It's so funny.
Yes. It's the tiniest things. It's the tiniest things that make us happy.
Just turn the lights off.
Yeah, right? That's so funny.
But yeah, I love it. But because you, it's not so dark. Like my eyes adjust so I can see
Right,
things,
right.
but it is quite dark.
That's
And it's
awesome.
just good to practice for my eyesight, maybe.
Maybe. Or is that like really bad for your eyes?
I don't know. um, but yeah, okay, cool. I think for me, when I'm trying to fill my own cup, love myself, take care of myself, I like to go on walks. Um,
Hmm.
it's like such an obvious one, but I feel like it's something we don't do enough. Even just like a little walk around where you live, or I'm quite lucky to live near the beach, so I like going for walks on the beach.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, I'm
because I
jealous.
usually go for walks most days to take my dogs out, but I feel like it's not even for my dogs, it's more for me because I need the
Yeah.
walk more than them. Um, but yeah, I think that's kind of a good one. And sometimes when you just go on walks and you don't have your AirPods in or anything like that, you can like just listen to a podcast and de-stress, or you can just literally go in silence and just be with your thoughts and just think and see what comes up, and
Yeah, for
kind of just a
sure.
nice like reflective time.
Yeah, I love taking walks all the time. It's just like right now, I have, like, I'm looking out my window and there's like a foot of snow at my window.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god,
the
that's so
snow
cool.
kind of doesn't let me walk. And I don't like the cold weather either. So, but yeah, that
Oh,
sounds like walking is like a really good like coping mechanism for you. I like that.
yeah, yeah. Because it's not like too difficult,
Right.
but it also makes me feel like I'm getting some exercise and I'm being productive and I'm
I
kind of
was just gonna say
successful
that.
in a
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Um,
Like getting yourself like ready and out the door. I feel
yeah.
like that's always like the first step for me. Like when I'm going to the gym or something, it's like I'll be sitting there. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym. And I'm like, okay, let me just put my clothes on, my gym clothes on. Let me put my sneakers on. That's the first step. And then I'll go from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, like really breaking it down to like build
Excuse me.
that momentum. Bless you.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good idea as well. Is kind of just focusing on the next task in front of you rather than like focusing too ahead on what you have to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the next question is how do I be more confident?
Ooh, I feel like that is a great question and also so deep.
Yeah, because I remember we had a like call just with us and
Yeah.
we were talking about confidence and the definition of confidence. So maybe we should start there.
Oh, yeah.
Um, yeah, so like to me, confidence, because I literally do confidence coaching, so it's so funny.
Right.
But so because I get this all the time, that to me, confidence isn't like being the loudest in the room,
Mm,
or like being really extroverted. It's not being arrogant, thinking you're better than everyone else. Um, it's confidence to me is just believing in yourself and having your own back and how you can define like the difference between confidence and arrogance is confidence is you believe in yourself but you believe in everyone else as well, and then arrogance is you believe that you're better than everyone else.
right.
And you can be like a reserved quiet person but be so confident, or you could be really loud and out there and social and really confident as well. So to me
Mm.
it doesn't really have anything to do with the whole introvert extrovert or like in social situations. It's just like believing in yourself. um,
Preach.
yeah,
Yes, one second. I just have to fix my camera. Okay,
okay.
there we go. Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like the moment that I became truly confident in myself was when I realized what confidence was.
Yeah,
Because all my life it was like, oh, look how confident she is, look how confident she is. And my definition of confident was, I guess, like holding yourself a certain way and
mm,
like being confident and outgoing, and it just like was not the right definition. It wasn't the right definition. Like what you explained is the right definition. I feel like being able to hold yourself and hold others at the same time and being proud in doing both of those things independently is the key.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, the whole like holding others is interesting because if you are truly confident, you're not worried about other people succeeding. You don't see it as competition. You
Mm-hmm.
just see you all like rising and helping each other and building each other up. Whereas if you're kind
Yes.
of in a more arrogant place, you see that if they're doing better, then I'm doing worse, or they're taking away from me, or you make it like very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you were really confident, you wouldn't even have that worry because you know that we all bring different things to the table. We all relate to different people and have our own valuable experiences.
Yeah.
So I think that's an interesting point as well.
Yeah, I like how you said rising each other up too, because I feel like part of rising yourself up is not putting other people down.
Yeah,
Because if the way that you bring more confidence into yourself is by putting others down, that's not confidence. That's
yeah, and
arrogance.
yeah, literally. And the people that do that, it's like, if they do that to you, you just have to feel sorry for them genuinely, because it's like, wow, they don't have another way to make themselves feel better other than making me try and feel worse.
Yes.
And that's really sad, and I'm sorry you don't know how to make yourself feel better. You know,
Yeah.
you can just kind of detach from it then, and then it doesn't even affect your confidence, because you're like, that's just your issue, not mine.
Yeah, I feel like, whoa, yeah, that is like a whole other conversation too, because, I mean, can you repeat what you said? I just want to hear
yeah,
it.
I can't even remember. I swear these days. Yeah, so like if someone is judging me, I don't see that as like a fact, that's their way. Like, if someone is judging me for doing well in my business, I just see that as you're being triggered because that's something you want and you don't know how to like create that for yourself. So I'm triggering you, not trying to, but like you're triggered by my success.
Right.
And that is causing you to want to turn me down. But like, it's nothing to do with me, it's your own insecurity. And so if people are trying to judge you, it's literally nothing to do with you. You just feel sorry for them that they don't know how to make themselves feel better or how to go after what they want, so they have to bring you down to make themselves feel better.
Yeah, exactly. So, sorry, I like lost my train of thought, and then I was like, I need to hear that again. But no, it's so true, because I even like, I feel like when it comes to like bullying, and even like social media bullying, like any type of bullying, it doesn't just have to be like grade school. But they are projecting onto you because they're not happy with their lives.
Yeah.
And that was like another huge realization that I came to this year, is like, when someone is unhappy and you feel hurt by what they're saying to you, it really has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them.
Yeah.
There's that saying, oh, what is it? Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
So people
Yeah.
who are hurt, they hurt others.
Yeah. And healed people heal people. Like,
Yes.
the opposite is true as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that's just the whole, like, because that is one of the biggest fears that my clients have, is they want to do something, but they're scared that people are going to judge them, or they're
Oh,
scared
yeah.
that people are going to think X, Y, Z about them.
Yeah, for
But,
sure.
like, I don't value people's opinions who aren't supportive. Like, if you don't want to support me, then I don't really value your opinion.
Yeah, because why should we?
Yeah, I value the opinions of people who believe in me and who I believe in. And like, those are the opinions that I care about. So if you don't believe in me, that's fine. I believe in me. The people
Yeah.
I care about believe in me because that's my
Exactly.
opinion. Yeah.
I feel
So
like
I
that's,
think,
go ahead.
sorry, yeah. So I feel like people who don't do things because they're like, oh, I'm scared what people would think. I'm scared people would judge me or laugh at me or reject me or whatever. It's like, that's just such a silly worry, because we shouldn't care about the people who project that on us.
Yeah, for sure. There is a whole other side of yoga, and it's like the main thing that I focus on really is so the actual definition of yoga is the restraint of the modifications of the mind stuff. So what it really is being able to be present, being able to be mindful, being able to take a breath when like someone's beeping at you in traffic.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. So why I resonated with what you said was because when I first started my yoga practice, I was on my mat looking at everyone else. And like, oh wow, they could do that. Oh wow, she looks that way. He looks that way. She has that type of mat. She has those type of clothes. And it was never, what am I feeling in my body? How do I look? What mat do I have? It was always what everyone else has. And I feel like that's another way to be confident in yourself, is to kind of change your mindset around that and be more focused on you and the people who care about you, like you said, because those other people in the room that I was looking at and thinking about, they, not that they don't care about me, but they had nothing to do with my life at all.
Yeah,
Like, they're
that's so
just other people in the room trying to do yoga, trying to better themselves, and the same reason that I'm there. So I feel like you can relate that to life too. It's like, when you're out in life and you're focused on everybody else, try to focus on yourself and how can you better yourself, because bettering yourself isn't going to come from like thoughts about other people.
Yeah. And I liked what you said about how you were kind of like focused on what they had, but it's kind of like focus on what you have rather than focusing on what's missing.
Yes, that too. That was
Yeah.
another big thing. Yeah, like being able to be grateful for everything that I have instead of worrying about what I don't have.
Yeah, because then you'll create the feelings of like, it's like that program we're both doing. When you feel the feelings now, you create that feeling of like abundance and joy and love, and then it's so much easier to go get the things that are like missing
Yes,
because you
for
just like
sure.
are in that more aligned energy.
Yeah, being able to create a life where you don't need the stuff that you don't have, and
Yeah.
then that stuff will come to you.
Yeah, and then you just enjoy it more when you have it because the
Yes.
feelings weren't dependent on the items. Because if your feelings are dependent on items, then your happiness is very like, if those items go, then your happiness is gonna go, and that's not really like a sustainable place to be in.
Yeah, no, not at all. Yeah. Wow, that was good. I feel
Yeah,
like I feel like we're both really passionate about that topic.
yeah. And then with the like focus on what you have rather than what's missing, I think another one that comes to mind is focus on what you can control, not focus on what you can't control, is
Mm,
another huge one. Because
yeah,
we often get so
definitely.
worried about things that aren't even in our control. And that's just like us wasting our energy, and we should just focus on what can we do about it.
Yeah, the difference between, oh, what is it? It's the difference between emotional suffering and emotional something else. I'll think about it eventually. But it's
Okay.
like you can sit in suffering for as long as you want, but it's inevitable. Like, you're going to feel a certain way about stuff, and you can't change that. And if you change your thoughts around it and you're like, oh wow, I can't control that and it's going to happen either way, then you can sit and you can grieve and feel your emotions, because your emotions are always valid, but then move
Yeah.
on and not be stuck in that.
Yeah. And feeling the emotions like helps release them. Otherwise, we're just repressing them. So I think that's such an important one as well, is
Yeah.
feeling what you're feeling to like be able to kind of move past it or move through it rather than if you don't, then it's actually gonna just like suppress it and it's gonna be harder.
Right, right. Because if you don't work through it and you just like, okay, here's this, but I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna jump all the way. And I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go through the journey of working through this. I'm just gonna jump and like I wanna be over there.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
gonna get you very far.
yeah. That's so true. Yeah, that's so interesting. Okay. Wow, I feel like this has gone so quickly, but maybe we should just do one more question.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, this has gone so quick, but I feel like it's
It
been so
has.
fun, so interesting because I feel like I learned so much from you.
I know, I do. I feel like we both have similar interests, and like we're both so passionate about what we want to talk about. And because they're similar and we're passionate, we could talk for hours.
Yeah, literally. Okay, so last question
Alrighty.
was how do I become more independent and less codependent?
This is a whole nother hour.
I know, literally, we just have to give such short answers that if
Yeah.
you guys want more us to like go into a topic that we've talked about, or a different topic with more information and advice and maybe like actionable steps, we can definitely do
Yes.
that, because this has been like a chit chat video, but I'd love to go into like one of the topics that you guys want us to go into further, and we can create some like tasks to help you integrate it into your life.
Yes, I love that. Monthly girl chats.
Yes, I would love that.
Okay, so I feel like the independence comes from confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that really makes sense. I can touch on it a little bit more. But if you are confident in yourself, confident in your life, in your lifestyle, in what you're doing, and like we said before, you're not worried about what you can't control in other people, then you won't be dependent on other people. Because, like an example is in a relationship, if you're how do I say this? If you're confident in yourself and what you're doing, you won't seek validation from other people.
Yeah, validating yourself is huge.
Yeah, I mean, and it's totally okay. Like, everyone needs reassurance in a relationship, and everyone wants to hear that they're pretty every once in a while or all the time. But not needing that, I feel like, is really important in independence and not being codependent on other people.
Yeah, or just knowing that you can give that to yourself.
Yeah.
As well.
Yes.
Like, you don't just get it from them. You can get it from them, but you can also get it from yourself.
Yeah,
so therefore
for sure.
It's like nice to have it, but you don't need it.
Yes. Wow.
I think it is just quite a like difficult line of being independent in a relationship, friendship, any kind of relationship.
Yeah.
But then also like knowing that you can rely on people sometimes if you need to. Like if you're having a hard time and you just need like support from a friend or a partner or whoever, it's like that's okay too. You don't have to be like
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's like it's such a difficult line because it's like not relying on them for your happiness, being able to make yourself happy, but you can also like support each other and help each other and build each other up and take care of each other. So it's
I feel like that goes back to like this whole conversation that we've been having. It's just like being able to fill your own cup with confidence and doing you. Like not worrying about what other people's self-care looks like too. I feel like is a big thing about independence because I mean, yeah, taking ideas from other people is a great way to find what works for you. But if you're doing things just because that girl does them, I'm putting air quotes. Just because that girl does them, then you're not doing them for the right reasons. And then that's not really what's working for you. It's just what's working for society or social media right now. And that can look different.
Yeah, and I think with the whole like that girl, it should be something that if it inspires you and like motivates you, that's great. But if it makes you feel worse about yourself, then leave it. It's not something to like compare yourself to, but it's something you can like take inspiration from, like, oh, I'll try that, or oh, I can do this. But it's not like I have to do exactly what that that's doing, because that might not work for you. But you parts of it might. You just like have to go and see what
take what you want and leave what you don't.
Literally.
Yes, I love that.
And then as well, I guess like a way you can build up being more independent and less codependent. I feel like the best, easiest, and funnest way is just kind of just being okay with being on your own, like spending time in your own company, whether that's just like at your home or taking yourself out for a walk or to get a coffee or whatever. It's kind of just like enjoying the time with yourself as much as you enjoy time with others, which I think can be hard for some people. But once you've like really build that up, that you just do have a good time on your own, or when you're with, you'll have like a better time with other people because you're not relying on these people to entertain you or like you know.
Yeah, for sure. I feel that if you, I love what you said. Sorry, I love what you said about like going out for a coffee date with yourself.
Yeah.
Like just go get coffee by yourself, because there's a lot going on in the world right now, but there always is, I feel like. And if you can ground yourself by doing like one thing with yourself and loving what you're doing, then it'll make all the difference. Because for a while, I was not like, I remember a long time ago, me and my friend were out to eat and we saw like an old person sitting by themselves and we were like, oh no, that's so sad. And I think about that all the time, because like I look back and I'm like, no, they're loving themselves. Like they're sitting there enjoying their time at the diner all by themselves. Like that's so cool.
Yeah.
And we need to like, I feel like society doesn't preach that enough.
Yeah.
Like if you like if you're alone, it's sad.
Yeah, and we need to change that, because it's like they're doing them. Good for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, what is the time? Okay, should we wrap it up? Because it has been like half an hour.
Yeah,
But
sure. We can wrap it up.
I think we definitely got some interesting downloads and insights.
Oh, yeah.
I so want to do a part 2 already, because I feel like this
I know.
was I learned so much, and I loved it.
Yeah, we definitely will do a part 2, because I loved this too.
And it went so quickly.
It did. It went by so fast.
Yeah, I feel like it's been 10 minutes.
I know, me too. What the heck?
Okay, well, thank you so much
for
doing this cool Instagram live with me. It's my first Instagram live.
Yay.
So that's exciting. But yeah, like have an amazing rest of your day.
Yes, you too.
And for people watching, if you want us to kind of go into any topics further or any new topics, let us know, and we'd love to make another Instagram live girl advice chat video soon.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Have an amazing day.
Yes, you too.
And yeah, I'll speak to you soon.
Cool.
Now I need to figure out how to end this live and save the video.
Okay, wait, before that you end it, make sure that when you end it, you press like download or something like that.
Okay, wish me luck.